Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Friday, August 3rd, 2018. I'm Fredicia Liebert. Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, says he is very pleased with the results of the 2018 Test of Standards. At his July 26th press conference, the Premier expressed the hope that the good performances would continue.
The Test of Standards, we have had the results, and I want to congratulate the top students, all of whom would have done incredibly well. Best boys and best girls in galore at each of the schools, but certainly the top student was young Master Jaron Webb, and I want to extend congratulations to Master Webb. And I believe the top female student was Kamaya Daniel, and I want to extend congratulations to her as well. The top 10 students were Master Jaron Webb from the Charlestown Primary School. He got an average of 90.1%. Mr. Delroy Prentice at 89% was from the VOJN, the Violet Jeffers School. He was the second on the island. Miss Kamaya Daniel at 88.9% from the Maud Cross Preparatory School. She was third. Master Dylan Theron, 87.9%. He's from Montessori. Miss Kalia Huggins Simmons, 87.8%, also from Maud Cross Prep. Josiah Gatewood Skeet, 86.4% from Montessori. Kayana Daly, 86.2% from the Charlestown Primary School. Shade Bridgman, 86.2% from the Elizabeth Pemberton Primary School. Imogen Archibald, 86% from the Ivor Walters Primary School. And Jacori Isaac, 85.9% from the Charlestown Primary School.
Premier Brantley also had commendations for all of the primary schools, the principals and teachers, whom he said continue to work hard to prepare the island's children for secondary school.
The top 10 is interesting because we see Charlestown Primary School copying the number one student in Test of Standards, Master Jaron Webb, but we also see them appearing two other times. So they have three students in the top 10. I think that is a phenomenal performance by the Charlestown Primary School, and I congratulate the principal and staff at that school. But I also want to congratulate the Maud Cross Preparatory School because they had two students in the top 10. You know, Maud Cross in the last few years has had the number one student each year. This year, they did not have the number one, but certainly they had the top two of the top 10 students. Montessori has also done quite well, copying two of the top 10 students. And the Elizabeth Pemberton Primary, the Violet Jeffers Primary, and the Ivor Walters Primary have rounded out the top 10.
Premier Brantley is also the substantive Minister of Education. Today, the Nevisian public saw the exciting return of the Junior Cultural Street Parade. The parade, which was produced and directed exclusively by the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation, NCDF, featured 10 children's troupes. Among the 10 troupes were 7 of the island's primary schools and 2 secondary schools, in addition to one private troupe dubbed Badai. The Junior Cultural Street Parade was brought back to the Nevis Culturama calendar to showcase the talent of the island's children. The parade's theme was Nature in Galore, Sun, Sea, and Sky. Out of that theme, each school decided on a sub-theme with costumes designed not only to depict aspects of nature, but also to highlight their school's signature colors. Gingerland Secondary School depicted the volcano, Joyceling Liebert Primary School, the hummingbird, St. Thomas's Primary School, leaves, Elizabeth Pemberton Primary School, the sun, Charlestown Primary School, the poinciana and the butterfly, Violet O. Jeffers Nichols Primary School, sea waves, Charlestown Secondary School, the rainbow, Ivor Walters Primary School, the lily, and St. James's Primary School, the hibiscus. The parade commenced at the Villa grounds, made its way through Charlestown, and culminated at the DR Walwyn Plaza. Culturama 44 activities continued last evening with the hosting of the St. Kitts, Nevis, and Anguilla National Bank sponsored Groovy and Power Soca Monarch competition, where Speedy and Deli Ranks won the Groovy and Power Monarchs respectively. Speedy amassed a total of 436 points to win the Groovy segment with his song A Piece of the Road.
Mr. Premier. Mr. Jeffers, I will call you. Yeah, Abu call me.
Minister Evelyn call you.
Yeah, he called me.
Minister Brand call you.
Mr. Brand called me.
This is a premier.
Yes, Mr.
The
Brand.
road costs a lot of money.
Uh-huh.
Don't mess with the road, Mr. Jaffa.
Me hear what you say, no?
Yeah.
Me hear what you say. But Mr. Premier, with all due respect, right? They could call my phone till the battery done, I don't care. I'm taking her. So come on, said I'm jamming, no second. I'm taking a piece. Said I'm fetting, no control. Hey, I'm taking the road. I'm walking with it. Tonight I'm taking the crown. Tonight I'm walking with it. Tonight I'm taking the crown. Tonight I'm walking with it. Tonight I'm taking the crown. Tonight I'm walking with it. Jump, I'm taking a. So come on,
The first runner-up position was secured by Easy featuring Jawa, who received a total of 365 points with their song I Can Assure You. While the second runner-up position went to last year's groovy winner, Deli Ranks, who scored 364 points with his song When We Out. Last night's groovy competition was keenly contested and had a total of 9 artists competing for the crown, including Charis D, Badman Polo, Soca Empress, Daddy Tusty, Etadan and Kezi, and Hollywood. The power segment was captured by Deli Ranks, making this his third consecutive time winning the Monarch. He scored a total of 434 points with his song Push Forward.
So we are gonna push forward, move forward to achieve my goals in life. Me a go push, hey, move onward. Say no one can break my strive. We are gonna push, hey, hand in here right now, hand in here right now. So come on now, let me go, let me push from the wall of India. Don't hold me back, don't hold me back, don't hold me back, don't hold me, don't hold me. Go hold it back. I tell some boy, I tell some girl, I tell enough of them. Everybody know. Push forward. We are go push. It didn't know. Everybody, go hold me back. So come on up.
The first runner-up position went to Speedy, who scored 383 points with his song Attention Please. While the second runner-up position went to Etadan and Kezi with Irrepressible. They scored 351 points. The other competitors in the power segment were Soca Empress, Easy and X-Man, Daddy Tusty, Hollywood, GC Sparta, and Blade. Musical accompaniment was provided by the Viral Band, and the host for the evening's event was DJ Woodis. Still to come, the details after this break. Welcome back. Culturama's flagship show, the Miss Culture Queen pageant, is set for 8 p.m. Sunday, August 5th at the Cultural Complex. This year, 4 contestants will vie for the coveted crown.
Ambitious, determined, and elegant are just a few words to describe your contestant number 1, Miss Nevlek Adiola Masham. I'm inviting one and all to witness natural charisma, poise, and talent on Sunday, 5th August, as my fellow contestants and I vie for the title Miss Cultural Queen 2018. It's pets, food, and folklore. Culturama 44.
Hello, Nevis. It's your floor girl, Ariel Bergen, contestant number 2 in this year's staging of the Miss Culture Queen pageant. I can assure you on August 5th, home is not a place you want to be. So come on out and witness myself and 3 other beauties give you a taste of paradise.
A radiant ray of sunshine descends from the royal realm of Queen City. Gracing before your presence is 20-year-old Tiwana Cranston, contestant number 3 in this year's Miss Culture Queen pageant, proudly sponsored by the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis. It will be a spectacular evening filled with entertainment and pageantry at its best. All this takes place at 8 p.m. sharp at the Cultural Complex. Remember, it's all a part of Fete, Food and Folklore for Culturama 44.
Greetings. I am 20-year-old Neela Jones, a resident of the quiet and quaint village of Rollins. I am entering the Miss Culture Queen pageant 2018. I am endorsed by the Federation's leading beverages manufacturer, Caribbery St. Kitts and Nevis Limited. Journey with me to the Miss Culture Queen pageant held on August 5th, 2018 to witness talent, determination, discipline, and courage as 4 stately young ambassadors vie for the title of Miss Culture Queen pageant 2018-2019.
That's how we end this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liebert. Thank you for viewing.